Looking for an unforgettable dining experience this holiday season? Well, what about Helm? If you can get a seat, that's the only restaurant in the Philippines with 2 Michelin stars. Helm by Chef Josh Boutwood brings in a menu reflective of his Filipino and British roots and Spanish influences. Its current monochromatic series is an interpretation of color with food. For its themed seasonal set menus, bold flavors, intricate presentations, and warm experience, Helm received 2 stars from the prestigious Michelin Guide. Quite a journey indeed for a restaurant that opened in 2018 at the Bonifacio Global City before moving to the heart of Makati. A roller coaster of a journey as well for Helm's chef, a champion of the interactive form of culinary performance art. And what do you know? We have him with us tonight. He braved the Friday traffic for us. Thank you for coming to the show, Josh.
Absolute pleasure, everyone. Thank you for having me.
So, has the dust finally settled?
It has. Well, from the moment of the recognition, we went straight back to work. So we haven't had much time to process everything. But now, with the month and a half that has gone by, we've been able to really, it's sunk in, and now it becomes a little bit more serious now.
And so, the pressure is mounting, I suppose.
The pressure is intense. I think that's the hardest thing for us. Expectations are very high. We also, we want to make sure that everyone that comes into the restaurant really has the very best experience they can possibly get. So yeah.
So you said Helm is booked till March next year, full bookings.
It is.
Mostly locals, or are there people who really come to the Philippines just to try your food?
Since Michelin coming into the Philippines, we've seen a lot more international travelers on our reservation system, which is great. I mean, a wonderful way for us to gain additional tourism. That's the whole new gastronomy tourism that's coming in. But obviously, our main focus is the local communities to make sure that we can really bring in something special for them and create memories that they'll remember for many, many years.
Did you know who it was who came to your restaurant?
I've been asked this so many times, and I've had enough time now to think about it.
Okay.
And I do suspect that we had about 5 different inspectors throughout the year that came to visit the restaurant.
Because consistency is the key. That's
just
the
go...
one.
It's not once. It's multiple visits. And I think I know who they are, but I'll never see them again. They will never visit the restaurant. It's always going to be new inspectors. So. I'm just texting every single restaurant around the world. This is the guy, this is the girl.
But at the time, Chef, you didn't know that they were inspectors.
We knew obviously Michelin was coming into the industry, into the Philippines, and we had our eyes open.
For anyone.
Different signs, there were a few signals that gave us, maybe we should be a little bit more careful with these ones. And but obviously at the end of the day, there was no way of knowing if they were. They don't announce themselves. They don't say who they are. They pay their meal as any other guest would do, and they leave, and then we're left wondering, could it have been? We'd never know.
But is the fact that there could be a mystery diner in there from Michelin, did that keep all the staff on their toes?
It does, but at the end of the day, we also want to make sure that we don't do anything different, just for the suspecting inspector. Our main goal is to make sure every single guest that comes into our restaurant has the
Paano
most
naman kaming
perfect...
hindi Michelin inspector, di ba? Do we get...
When you come into the restaurant, you're treated the best as we can possibly do. But, every guest is important to us. And they say, every guest is a VIP. And that's our mantra, that's the way we think. And there's no changes to whoever it is. And it just so happens that it fell well with the Michelin, how we do our things in the restaurant. And we have those 2 stars to show for it. And we'll continue doing it.
What do you say to, this really lifted the nation amid the gloom of, you just
I've been listening. I have.
We were,
I have. I was very worried because I was going to come up on here quite depressed after listening to the news. So I'm happy that you've cheered me up already. So I was very, very worried about that.
But there are those who feel, why are we seeking global affirmation? Why are we seeking a Western approval of what we already know is good?
It is. So I have this stance on this where we already know our culture and our food is great. We've grown up with it for many years. The thing is, with Michelin, we are benchmarked against restaurants worldwide. And it puts Philippines on a map as a destination globally where visitors can enjoy great food that is at the same level, on par, as other international destinations where Michelin is featured. And I feel like it's elevated our dining scene really well. And we have to also remember, I've been doing this for almost more than a decade, we haven't had any of these certain, how would I say, classifications, standards or standardization, or know where we are. So as an industry as a whole, I speak as a whole, we've pushed our boundaries as much as possible, which has gotten us to this level. And now that we are getting recognized on this international level, it's not about not saying that we don't recognize our food as great. It's about benchmarking us against other international countries.
Well, I haven't actually had a meal in Helm since before the pandemic. You were still in BGC, and I still remember the menu that I ate. It was Jack and the Beanstalk.
Yes, the fairy tale menu.
Yes.
Yes.
It was quite imaginative.
Yep.
Has Helm in 2025 changed that much from pre-pandemic days?
From when you last ate there, which was in BGC, we have changed considerably. I wouldn't say we've changed completely. We've evolved ourselves. We wanted a space which was much larger. I felt the walls in the original place getting a little bit smaller on me. So we were able to build a new restaurant that was larger, more space, more equipment, more team members, and we were able to do a lot more from a technical point of view, but also from an experience as well. You know, the lighting has changed. All aspects of the dining experience has been evolved and improved.
Do you still keep up with changing the menus every so
Every
often?
4 months.
Every 4
Every
months.
4 months.
You are also a performer, you know, Josh.
I would. Some people say that, yeah.
What do you mean? You are.
Well, I'm not
When
going to
you
dance on
announce-
air right now. Like, don't make me do that.
No, what I mean is when you present a dish,
Yeah.
you have this flair about talking about the process, etc.
So food in general, or my industry, it's been going on for millennia, where we are giving sustenance and receiving money in return. What makes our restaurant different is that we want to create this experience, this whole show, if you want, a performance, where guests will really feel connected to what we do. Because it's not just about food, it's about everything else. It's about how we portray the story of the menu, it's about how we explain the dishes. And it's also about, just really focusing on them as a guest.
And how it's difficult to, because it's so mixed. You know, you use international ingredients, etc. The presentation, the Filipino is. If people ask, where is the Filipino in this?
We prioritize local ingredients as much as possible. But I'm looking at the screen over there and I can see the weather. The weather systems in the Philippines are very temperamental, so consistency of ingredients is very challenging. For me, I want to make sure that we give the best that we possibly can do, and we can only give great food with amazing ingredients. So I do source from outside.
How many percent are grown in the Philippines?
73% based on our last
Wow,
count.
73.
73
To
to the percentage.
This
Yeah,
might
to
be
the-
a bit deep, but do you feel that this is helping also the farmers?
Yes, completely. It trickles down.
And without them, we wouldn't have made. We wouldn't have been able to impress Michelin as well.
No, everything
Right?
starts from the ingredients. So yeah, from the farmers, from the fishermen, from the animal producers, they have given us great ingredients to work with that then showcases what we do.
Cite examples. Saan maganda ang mga, I don't know, where the
What's your
local,
favorite
where are you
ingredient?
surprised and impressed by? Farms or which one? Which particular?
All of that, like especially the farms around Silang Cavite and things like that. There are phenomenal growing possibilities there with the soil. The volcanic soil there has produced amazing produce for us. We are looking at going down south into Mindanao to go and work with a farm to actually have a lot just specifically for Helm to grow particular ingredients for us. So that's a project for next year, and also in Silang as well.
Well, Chef, here's one quote you said that I really liked. You
Oh,
said
no.
that
I
one
might
of
not
your
remember
greatest
this.
secrets to your success is surrounding yourself with the right people
for sure.
and people who share your vision.
Yes.
Tell us about your philosophy in the kitchen and how do you identify the right people to surround yourself with?
We hire not for skill, and I think that's our number one rule. We hire for personality, because we
Really?
can train skill. Skills is something that can be learnt, but personality is something that is inside you. It's in your soul. And I would much rather work with people that had phenomenal personality, good communication, team skills, and all of that, And even if they don't know how to handle a knife, I would rather teach them how to hold a knife and cut than to find somebody that doesn't have a sense of humor.
Wow,
Or get my jokes, you know?
Really?
Yes.
You have the time for that?
The biggest investment that we make in our restaurants, and I say in all of my restaurants, is training. Yes.
I suppose you wouldn't be sitting with us here tonight because it's dinner time if you don't have the best people that you trust.
I am
right?
sitting here and I know for a fact that my restaurants are getting run so smoothly because my managers, my team members, they all have the same mentality as me. The end goal is the same, to create wonderful experiences, and they know how to execute it, whether I'm there or I'm not.
Do they get to give input?
For
to,
sure.
Like the dishes?
I need that.
Your sous chefs?
Yes, for sure. There will be constantly back and forth, and a lot of my sous chefs are actually in their positions because they can argue with me.
Oh.
So
So you welcome that?
I do.
Being challenged.
Because I don't want everyone to just follow what I say. There has to be a point of, Chef, I don't agree we do it like this. What if we tried it like that? And then that suddenly makes me think, wait a minute, I didn't think about it like that. And then there's this conversation
It's
that
a
will happen.
collaboration.
It is always. Life is with everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask how do you marry? Because you handle all of the restaurants of the bistro group, right?
Yes.
And then you have this fine dining.
Yes.
Isn't that confusing?
Again, that goes back to having amazing team members. It is slightly confusing because, you know, us as a group, we are very much sophisticated casual dining. We are in, you know,
You have the
throughout the
chains,
nation.
you know, yeah.
Exactly. But also it creates this wonderful balance for me where I have a mind that is very structured, where everything has to really kind of pertain within a box. And then I have my creative outlet, which is my restaurants, where I can be as free-flowing as possible. So it does create this very good balance within my head.
You're able to marry both? You're able to...
No, I section them off. So depending on the day, that's the mind that I'll take with me.
Oh, really?
Yes. And I can switch it throughout the day.
So you're
Baka
very
biglang sa
compartmentalized.
Italianis, ano na,
Yeah.
may flourish na, no? You can't do that.
Not really. No.
Yeah. So I just actually ate in a new bistro group restaurant yesterday called Club Filipino food, and they do a flash mob, like every hour.
Something like that,
I
yes.
caught 3 dances, so we were there.
You were there for 3 hours?
I think so, yeah.
you.
Unfortunately, the food was
Well,
really
this is
good.
actually one of our most
Was that your
surprising concepts.
concept?
So it's a concept that we had many years ago.
Is this with Charles?
No. This is the Bistro Group, and it was a concept that we had many years ago, and we only just recently revived it. And we closed it during the pandemic or just before, and it's something that has taken the market by storm because it's really good. It's phenomenal Filipino food, and it's regional Filipino. And price point is amazing.
Yes.
You know, so it's
yan?
we have one in
Shangri-La.
Shangri-La. Yes.
There we can get a
Just across the-
reservation.
just across the
Diyan
road.
makakapasok
tayo.
And good because you're not, I mean, this is a local concept.
It is. It is
You're
a
not
homegrown concept
bringing
by us.
in,
Yes.
you know, foreign chain.
I mean, we as a group still do. But obviously, at the moment, you know, creating concepts from scratch is also a wonderful way of doing things. And what better way to showcase Filipino food than creating our own brand that really does create really great food, great prices. And now it's slowly opening up in more locations, so you get more opportunities to try it.
Well, Chef, you're known for really pushing boundaries. Tell us what's in store for Helm. What excites you most right now in the culinary world?
What excites me the most is having a vacation next year, to be honest with you. But I find that
You deserve it.
yeah,
Where are you
but
going?
I have no idea yet. Suggestions I'll take later. But I think as an industry as a whole, we're so on, you know, so hyped, so excited. We're almost renewed with energy, even though I appear very tired. But the excitement of cooking has come back. And I also find that with our guests and that are coming into the restaurants, we see this renewed energy about dining out again, which is wonderful.
Right.
Sometimes dining out can be quite tedious and you know.
Did you feel that, because you're one of the first that did the tasting menu,
Yes.
did you feel that the market would not take to it? Was there a point when you wanted to give up? Because I'm sure there were times when
So when I opened
there
my
were no
first
people.
restaurant in Boracay in 2010, that was when I first did my first tasting menu.
Oh,
And-
really?
Yeah.
How old were you?
I was 22. Yeah.
What was it called?
Alchemy, Restaurant Alchemy. Right on the beach. Very small. I'm from Boracay.
Near Discovery.
No, further down. Station 2, so next, very close
Wala
to
pang
Starbucks.
discovery noon.
Meron.
Meron na? Ganun ba?
Okay.
So as soon as we moved back to the Philippines, I went straight back to Boracay and opened the restaurant. And we did a tasting menu there. And at one point I thought, maybe I'm too soon.
Yeah.
You know, only in Europe it was starting to get exciting at that point in 2010. But then I thought to myself, no, let's be persistent. And when I came to Manila, I had almost like a stop of fine dining. And when I joined the bistro group, it was very casual dining. And then we revived it back in 2016, and I've never looked back. And now I see international locations that say tasting menus are dead or died. For us, it hasn't. I think people still want that experience.
It's rather long, but it's
It is, yeah,
but yeah, it stays with you.
it does, indeed.
Yeah. So, besides a vacation, opening another restaurant? No.
I don't want to publicly announce that live on air, but maybe, who knows? Who knows?
But you have too much on your hands already.
Well,
Don't you feel that?
I'll just create more teams to help. Yes.
All right. Well, let's have a parting shot from you.
Yes.
Yeah.
How so? How do we do this?
What
A
do you
parting
want-
shot.
Yeah. Like, just what do you want to leave with us? A takeaway.
A takeaway? Well, I feel like the industry is in a very exciting moment at the moment. And for those who have the opportunity to go out and try the restaurants that, not just my 2 stars, but the 1 stars, the selected, the bib gourmands, and everything else that was included, it's a great opportunity
I really want to go to
Morning Star.
Morningstar, I do too.
Have you been?
No.
Oh, what a shame.
Let's go.
Okay, it's a date.
We'll go together. But you know, let's support the industry. Even though those restaurants that still don't have Michelins or Bib Gourmands or selected, there are some amazing restaurants in our city that should be tried and tested, and just enjoy, have fun, eat well, and be happy.
Thank you so much. We have the toast of the town with us. Thank you for sharing your story.
sis.
That was Josh Boutwood, chef and owner of the 2-star Michelin starred Helm. Did I say that right?